Good morning. 7:36 a.m. Nahko, medicine for the people. I've played this before, but it's completely appropriate for this moment. Lifeguard. Listen to the lyrics. He's talking about the shift that's arriving and the shift that's necessary. Good morning. I'll post the link in the lyrics. Facebook, copyright, fair use only. Nahko, I love you. Good morning, Dina. Good morning, Stephen. I'm gonna pick a card. Good morning to everybody who's coming on. I can only see them one at a time. We'll be talking about this in just a moment. He's talking about the change. The world's about to shift again and will never be the same. Let's anchor with the music. Let me pause it so we can anchor. Oh, Nahko, medicine for the people. I love them and I love this song. And the lyrics that were just fabulously potent is he's talking about the change. He's really just talking about shining a light on inequity. And he says, he's talking about, the world's about to shift again and will never be the same. Now, when did he publish this? This just came out this year before the pandemic. So let's anchor. I'm going to share just what came up for me this morning. It's 7:38 a.m. I have classes today. Next week's my last week of teaching because the week after there's just 2 days of classes. So let's anchor in our body and our breath. Let's just bring ourselves present to this moment and just check in with how you're feeling. Because I'm telling you right now, I woke up feeling very tired. Now, sometimes it's what I eat. So I went to dinner at my mom's house, and sometimes the food that is just a little heavier, like the cream, like it was sour cream enchiladas, they were fabulous, but I just noticed my body, I was a little slower. There's a difficult decision I had to make, so there's a little heaviness about that. Yet there's this lightness about the possibility. So let's anchor in our bodies. Good morning, Anna. Good morning, Denise. Good morning, Kim. And Stephen. The deck is Power Thought Cards, Louise Hay. So we'll do that card in just a moment. But let's anchor first. Let's just bring our attention to this moment. And notice how your body feels. Now, I feel better now at 7:39 than I did at 5 a.m. because I've had 3 cups of coffee. But you know what? Whatever it takes to be present in your joy, all right? So right hand on heart, left on belly. Let's just breathe together. Let's just bring our awareness to our heart. Feeling of appreciation like they do in heart math. And allow that to be the place from which we choose today. So breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in and breathe out. Taking that song, whoever got to hear it, Nahko, I'll play it again. The world's about to shift again. And every moment it shifts and will never be the same. Breathe in. Breathe out, Bruno. And just allow yourselves to be present. I'm going to close my eyes for a moment. Let's just anchor and breathe together. Let's just check in with our internal weather. How are we really feeling? Good is not a feeling. I'm feeling happy, relaxed, excited, curious. Maybe I'm feeling tired or stressed or overwhelmed. Whatever it is, just presence it. And allow the breath then just to move you into this present moment. So breathe in. And breathe out. And just notice how the energy settles like a glitter jar. Breathe in. And breathe out. Breathe in. And breathe out. And just in gratitude for the breath, in gratitude for this moment, in gratitude for our lives, in gratitude for the possibilities. Let's just breathe. One more deep breath together. Breathe in. And breathe out. And when I ring the bell, open your eyes. Good morning. How are you? So I'm on a little bit earlier. I already pulled our card from the Power Thought Cards by Louise. Let me read that for you. I experience love wherever I go. Love is everywhere, and I'm loving and lovable. Loving people fill my life, and I find myself easily expressing love to others. All right, so I will actually, I know it shows up backwards on my camera, but I will actually write that out or try to take a picture in a little bit. I experience love wherever I go, and I would say wherever I am, like in the present moment. Love is everywhere, and I'm loving and lovable. Loving people fill my life, and I find myself easily expressing love to others. So this is the key. So my mantra has always been, I've been a love bug my entire life. I was wired this way. I came in light. Friends will attest to that. And love has always been my mantra because I really believe that love is our source energy. And love is the only thing that's going to transmute everything that we're experiencing. So I love this Nahko song, Nahko and Medicine for the People. It's called Lifeguard. And he's just bearing witness to all the inequities of the world, all right? For humanity's sake, for the way we hold the space, for every color, every way, race, or political taste. I've my head above the water. I've my arms limp at my side. What a habit, what a waste to take. So he's talking about the old paradigm of take. And we're being transformed in this moment, especially during this pandemic. Like it's in our face. It's been in our face for 2 months of the shift that's asking or requiring us to look at in our lives and then collectively. So this morning I get this email from the Random Acts of Kindness Foundation, and it's a Japanese phrase called Kaizen. It's a practice actually, and it's a very simple practice where Kai, K-A-I, means change, and Zen, wisdom. And it's a 1-minute principle for self-improvement, right? 1-minute principle. And so the premise of this practice is that you pick one practice, you do it for 1 minute at the same time every day. So let's say you get the affirmation deck, all right? And either you pick one for the week, and for 1 minute, you read it, but then you continue to sit with it for 1 minute. Now, I personally believe that the transformation is going to be, the shift will happen in a way that's more profound for the longer the practice is. But a 1 minute practice, 1 minute a day, like one thing, 1 minute a day develops a routine. Because they're talking about that in this uncertainty and people are slowly going back to work, that it's the routine. But I don't want you to get into the routine of the ego. All right, it's not the invitation to go back to that. The invitation is, what am I seeking to create in my life, co-create with the universe, and for at least a minute of a day, that I'm going to create this ritual in order to actually put this into the universal law. So if you're a Christian, it was Jesus said, you know, what you sow, you reap. So you're planting that seed, but it's transforming from the inside out. And that ritual itself, it says that you will find that you will have excuses at first, but if you can sit with that, 1 minute every day at the same time. Now I'm looking for my morning pages. Here we go. It's down here. So I'm on notebook number 167. Can you guys see that? 167. So I write, I don't know if you can read it, 20 minutes every day. This comes from Julia Cameron and The Artist Way. I have been doing it since 2018. It is non-negotiable in my life. So even there's a notebook down there that says, hang on, I got hair on my lip, that says Colorado and Italy. Everywhere I go, that ritual is non-negotiable. It is so beneficial for my well-being to shift the energy, to presence the feelings and emotions, to write down my dreams and intentions, to journal my life, the details of my life for myself and for the people that I experience it with, especially like my nieces and nephews. I can go back and see all that. But that was embedded in me in 2018. So if I'm at 167, multiply 166 by 70, you know, I have like thousands and thousands of pages because it became that essential for my life. So Kaizen, pick one thing and one time that you can do for 1 minute. So the anchor breath is 10 breaths, 1 minute every day, sit. Now I invite you to try to do it 3 times a day, but sit for 1 minute, doing one thing every day, and do it from a positive place so you're co-creating your life, because we are creating a new world. I mean, he says again, the world's about to shift again and will never be the same. You don't want to be the same. Now, the same qualities are always within me, kindness and love and joy and creativity. Yes, it expresses though in different ways. We're talking about not being complacent in the rigidity of that old paradigm of the separation consciousness. And we're coming together to one, shine a light on our life so then we can live from our best selves, and we mirror that to our children and then gives them the possibilities of creating their lives from a place of the possibilities and the positive ways of being. And for mindfulness, it's really the practice of being present in the moment, navigating the emotions, especially the difficult emotions, but being present and then redirecting so I do find the good and I can praise it. All right, so the 1 minute Kaizen is your invitation. One thing, 1 minute, same time every day. And then I picked this from Cheryl Strayed's Brave Enough. It's just one line. It says, every last one of us can do better than give up. Every last one of us can do better than give up. All right, so presence your emotions. Notice what you're feeling. When people say, I can't, I'm just inviting you just to be honest, say, I won't. I won't do it. I don't want to change. I don't want to look for the possibilities. I want to be stuck in my victimization. I like this story of trauma, drama, blame my mama. All right? Well, that's not going to work for you in creating the shift. And it can be uncomfortable. I'm a spiritual leader and teacher. You know, Centers for Spiritual Living was phenomenal for us to understand universal principles and laws, and then also shine a light on our beliefs and the hidden patterns that have been ingrained in us. And from a neurobiology perspective, those of us who made fun of us who did affirmations, you're literally rewiring your brain, because your brain's wired to keep you safe, so it focuses on the negative, but you got to rewire it. So the possibilities are within us. That which is greater is revealing as us. We get to share our gifts in this world. I will continuously invite you and remind you of that. And we do it with love, because love is the most potent medicine. Love is good medicine. And you deserve it, and I deserve it, and the people around us deserve it. And so if we're going to create change, it must happen with consciousness. We must go from within, because we're looking at the external conditions, the paradigm. You know, I'm watching the news. I only post positive on my Facebook because I want to be that little island of light. But trust me, I'm paying attention to what's happening. I'm paying attention to inequity. I'm paying attention to the lives that are being, taken from us because they're Black. I'm paying attention to the fear and other people that's projected, the separation, the willingness to sacrifice our elders for the economy. I'm like, bullshit like that. We must call forth the bullshit and bring forth light and love. All right? We have to stand together on this to create the shift of a world that works for everyone. So look around. It's true. We are in a time that if everything that we are living in right now, if that's the way you want to be for the next 37 years, then you might as well close the doors. But for me, it's a continue evolving and growing. I'm about to shapeshift in a different way for next year. And yes, you have to have the sadness of the letting go, the sentimentality. We were talking about that with my sister and my mother yesterday. Like my sister, when they bought their new house, she looked around at the old house. She's like, do I really want to leave this? The kids grew up here. We had the big backyard. And then once they got to the new house, it was just a new way of being and living. And she was so grateful for what was. And then just the beautiful possibilities of the new home. So we can, grieve what was in regard to our lives, and we're letting it be, and we're moving forward, and we can have a closing ceremony together, but create a new soul contract with each other, with ourselves and each other and the world. that we stand for social equity, that we stand for love, that we stand for creativity, that we come together for the possibilities, that we live from a place of love. It's not Pollyannish. Every single mystic, every single avatar who's come to this earth has shared the same message. I was born this way, and I've fallen into the ego ways, and now I awaken moment by moment to the routines and the rituals that keep me anchored in my spiritual truth, where I can bear witness to my human experience, where I can see where I was clinging as opposed to cherishing, and where I can lovingly let go, let be, and then co-create my life from a greater reality. So I'm gonna have a sip of coffee, all right? We're gonna anchor out to Nahko. Love him, Nahko, medicine for the people, Lifeguard, and the invitation is to get an affirmation. Find a one thing that you can do for 1 minute every single day at the same time. All right, that's called Kaizen. And I'll post the link to the Random Acts of Kindness Foundation. And start cultivating the practice. The shift will only happen in the consistency of the practice. Don't tell me you've done it for 10 days. Tell me when you've done it for 10 years and are continuing to do it. My morning pages started in 1998. I still do them daily, all right? And then our affirmation was, I experience love wherever I go. Love is everywhere, and I'm loving and lovable, and loving people fill my life, and I find myself easily expressing love to others. And the practice for this week for our children is loving kindness. We're radiating love. We're sending out friendly wishes to people because just like me, everybody wants to be happy and healthy and have fun and be prosperous and live an awesome life. So tune into the love within. Express it in your light, in the way that you see people, in the way that you engage with people, in the way that we're going to transform this world in a positive way, and that we shift, but we shift in a way that empowers and engages us in a collective harmony of good. That's the message for today. And then Cheryl Strayed's one line, which I love, every last one of us can do better than give up. When you give up and when you say, I can't, or this is the way that it has to be, when you close yourself off to solutions or possibilities, you're literally cutting the creativity of the divine within you. All right? Stand in your power. Speak clearly from a place of love. And then you will see what is your next step and take it. All right? So let's anchor out. I've got my bell. I've got my coffee. I've got Nahko. You have a glorious day. So 1 minute practice every day at the same time, Kaizen, all right? The affirmation, I experience love wherever I go and wherever I am. So not only experience love, but internally radiate love, and then do better. Don't give up. Find the practice that lifts you, feeds you, sustains you, supports you, grows you with love and kindness for yourself. All right, so let's anchor up. And dance, people. I love you. I'll post everything. I'll post the links to this. I'll post the affirmation. I'll post the link to Kaizen. Drink it in. We want to take things far more personal. What do we stand for? And is it salvageable? Breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Create the world you want from the inside out. Let love lead. It's always and only about love. Peace out. I love you. Have a fabulous day.